This is a message to all the single ladies. To the single ladies, don't independence your way into loneliness. Struck a nerve, didn't it? This man, who you think you talking to? Listen, don't independence your way into loneliness. What I mean by that is, it's not because you're single and that you're alone, is that you're lonely. Don't get in all on your feelings. Don't independence your way into loneliness. When you and your homegirls are sitting up, having all these conversations, tearing down, chopping down, being mean and condescending towards men, even though we might deserve most of the shit that y'all are actually saying. What's end up happening is, mentally and spiritually, you're building a force field. And it's like every time you see a man, it's like bug spray, virtual bug spray comes out. And you're saying, based on all of these waiting to exhale moments where me and my girls are sitting around the table talking about lying and cheating and dog ass men and how it ain't a lot of good men left out here. It's like you're pulling out bug spray. As soon as a man try and flirt with you, talk to you, anything, you like, Sss. Treat motherfuckers like a mosquito. And what's really going on is, you're going home, you got a little dog. He's a poodle. And every time you walk in the house, this little dog is happy as hell to see you. And we're being replaced with animals, busyness, independent hustle. I'm going to get my own, make my own. I don't need no man. I don't need this. I'm independent. As soon as a man in the club say, all the independent ladies make some noise, you screaming, and the screams turn into a cry. Yeah! Masturbation. The little rabbit that's in your drawer, helping you to go to sleep every night, that'll never be a man. The little poodle that's happy to see you when you walk in the front door. Everybody wants to come home to a happy entrance into their home. But that dog and that rabbit will never be a man. Now here's the thing. This is all very uncomfortable, and I definitely need your response. No one's asking you to settle. No one's asking you to just accept anything and any man off the streets that's trying to get at you. Now here's a sign. For all of you smart, all of you ladies that ask the question, I'm spiritual, I love Jesus, I'm smart, I was raised up in a house that was stable, where my mother and father are married. I know how a woman is supposed to be respected and treated. I am educated. I got zero tolerance for bullshit and games and pimping and manipulation. A man can't buy what's not for sale. You can't impress me with all of the money and jewelry and all the shit you trying to do to swoop me off my feet. I'm not no gullible ass, dingbat ass woman. I'm grown. You just answered your own question. Why you're alone and why no men tend to be attracted to you and come your way? Because a man can sense a strong, educated, smart woman. It's like perfume. Soon as you have one conversation with the woman and it appears that she seems to be smart, spiritually grounded, educated, grew up with brothers so that the woman knows about all the games and pimping and manipulation that goes on, you become a threat. Because a man, not all men, I'm not going to generalize, but most men could find themselves saying, I want to take advantage of what you don't know. And if you appear to know it all, you're a threat. Because I can't manipulate you and play any games with you. Well, here's an announcement, ladies. I'm single. And I'm not attracted to no gullible ass, dingbat ass, airhead ass women. Your pretty face can't feed me. Your pretty face can't give me food to my soul. If I'm miserable, frustrated, and I can't figure out things that's going on in my life, your pretty face can't dig me out of the stresses that life could present itself to my life and fix it. Every man appreciates a flat ass, a flat stomach, nice boobs, a pretty face, and a big old juicy ass. Every man has an appreciation for it. But once you get in a relationship with these elements, then you find yourself saying, well, shit, what else is there? What else do you have to offer? Your pretty face can't feed me if I get hungry. Can you get in the kitchen and throw down? Or me as a successful single bachelor man that's on the hunt trying to find my wife. You'll say to yourself, are we going to be in a relationship and everything about the manicures and pedicures and facials and a home cooked meal and all of these beautiful things that I feel like should be at home? It's not that my wife is a slave, because that's not the case. But if I'm a man that's used to purchasing and hiring hired help, helping hands have to be purchased if all of these helping hands ain't at home. Who the hell wants to go and have a wife but then have a chef? Who does that? Everything that I may need mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, and sexually shouldn't be purchased. It should be a one-stop shop. So let me get back on my point. Don't independence your way into loneliness. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that because you're alone and you're single, that you're lonely. It means that you sitting around these dinner tables, having all of these waiting to exhale moments where you're bashing and tearing down and eating all of these men alive because of the things that we probably rightfully deserve, doesn't mean that you should avoid every energy. Don't come at men like and treat us like fucking mosquitoes. Soon as we flying in, you like, right? Who does that? So this is my advice. You and your independence, strength, education, smart, insight, and information. You've been through some shit, so you know some shit. Me personally, like other men that's on my timeline, we welcome it. I am not a man that wants to take advantage of what you don't know. So here's the deal. This is my advice. Ladies, stop being isolated. Stop working long and hard hours in school, college, on the job force, being on your grind, trying to build your career and do your thing and hustle and bustle. And then every man that tries to talk with you and flirt with you, you got the power of saying no to sex. Every man you've ever hung out with, and if their goal is to get sex, you have not gave every man that you wanted to hang out with sex. You got the power of saying no. You also have the power of embracing and enjoying your life. Every man that's attracted to you, that wants to flirt with you and get at you, you don't have to accept. But for the ones that you can find yourself actually being attracted to, why would you turn down every man that wants to get at you? Say all of these, I don't care how strong, how much you love yourself. Every woman wants to hear how beautiful they are, the outfit, the perfume they wear, the French tips and the nails and the hair, and to be reminded of all of these different things that you may already feel about yourself, but there's nothing wrong with hearing it from a man. If that man wants to take you to lunch and to dinner, it doesn't mean you have to give him sex. It just means that you get another opportunity to sit across from a man and enjoy the energy of someone that's attracted to you. And whatever his intentions are, you have the strength and the power of saying no. And it's not about you saying, well, if I go to dinner, if I go to lunch, I'm going to make this man feel like I'm milking him and using him. No, that's not the case. Your mind is reading too far into it. If he's attracted to you and you're attracted to him, it's not that you got to date him overnight, but just allow this man to enjoy you. I've been to a lot of dinners and lunches over the years and met up with girls, and I haven't had sex with them. It's about the exchange. Stop being isolated. I feel like women specifically, not all, but I feel like some women got this thing and this concept in their head. Well, if I'm single and I'm on my hustle and I'm grinding and I'm independent and I'm doing my thing, that doesn't need to include any men. And I don't want you to hook up with any man that can throw you off your course. But there's nothing wrong with being embraced and loved and appreciated. I don't want you maliciously to be another chick out here that's using and taking advantage of a man that's trying to offer you some good energy. And for all of you women, you should be ashamed of yourself that just meet a dude, and whether he's a millionaire or a thousandaire, and he start tricking all of his money, buying you purses and handbags and just flying you all of these different places, using this money to court you, and you just accept it. You ain't earned that shit. You know who you are. Using red bottoms, Hermes gator bags, diamond this and diamond that. Did you even earn that? Even though he wants to give it to you, did you earn that? Is it yours? This man can't say that he actually likes you on that level to be tricking his money on you. Everybody got to put a little time in before they just start getting all of these perks. But there's nothing wrong with keeping it innocent. It's very simple. Live your life. Don't independence your way into loneliness. It's not because you're single that you're lonely. It just means that if you're waking up every day focused on I'm an independent woman, I don't need listen, we get it. I am attracted to nothing more than a powerful, educated, smart, God-fearing. I'm attracted to women that's been through some shit because it builds their character. And it says a lot about their character and their layers, and they know how to compartmentalize pain and trouble and trauma. And I'm not attracted to abused women, but I'm attracted to women that's been through some stuff because I've been through some stuff. But don't treat us men like mosquitoes and pulling out the bug spray, because you could be passing your husband by. Your husband could have walked up to you, and he may be ghetto, he may be country, he may got gold fronts, he may be anything, and then you got this profile of what your man looks like, what he smells like. You got this checklist in your head that you've created, all while you're letting your husband pass you right by. I'm putting this out there, man, because again, everything that you justify in your mind is what you wake up and go to sleep living your life according to. Now, guess what? Some of y'all are going to disown this because you're so emotional and so defensive about the shit that I'm saying. You ain't trying to hear me. I don't have all the answers. I'm just here to get you to consider what I'm saying to be true. I wrote a chapter about this in my book called Manology. And I wrote the book with Rev Run. I want you to right now run to Nook and Kindle, iBooks and iTunes. Order it on Amazon. The book is called Manology. My other book and my first book is called How to Get Out of Your Own Way. I wrote this book with Rev Run. And there's a full chapter called Don't Independence Your Way into Loneliness. I love you. Life is a menu. Whoever and whatever you order for your life is what's going to be delivered to the table. Life is a menu. You sit down, the waiter puts the menu in your hand, that's your life. Whatever you order from the menu is what he's going to deliver to the table. So you've ordered independence, You've ordered education, spirituality. You've ordered all of these things, all while every man that tries to talk with you and flirt with you and get at you, you neglect them, you push them to the side. You know, I was talking to this girl today who's one of the most beautiful girls ever. And she said she has been single since 2011. Now, this girl is literally drop dead gorgeous. So you got all that it takes to attract the man. And then she says, I've been single since 2011, which means that you're just pulling out bug spray. That's my opinion. People are in your life for reasons. Others are there for a season. But to go from 2011 to 2014 and not have gave a man a chance at your heart, it's very interesting. Don't independence your way into loneliness. I want y'all to definitely read that. Don't be emotional. Don't get all fired up. But I definitely want to hear y'all opinions. Chime in. Ladies, this message is for you. If you make it to the end of this message, I want you to write #LoveMenu. #LoveMenu. Love y'all. Peace.